All right, YouTube, today we're going to be talking about the Xbox Series X. I did my unboxing of the console previously, and if you have not seen it, please check it out. However, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about if you really need to go out and invest money on a really high-end TV. I know sometime last year I did a video where I was talking about the best TV for the PS5 and the Xbox One Series X. And this video is going to really cover both of those consoles, with this one technically being stronger on paper in performance and horsepower. I'm going to be connecting it to a TV that I bought 6 years ago. So today is going to be about me connecting my Xbox One or my Xbox Series X to my 6-year-old Samsung TV. We're going to take a look at this after this intro. Quick overview look. This is the Samsung JS9500, 65-inch. This thing had a webcam integrated into it, so you could use for Skype calling, things like that. 3D. Particular model is 3D silver bezel. SUHD, which was their branding for the colors, and before they went to the QHD model, now they're pretty much on QHD. This TV went for about $5,000. Excuse me for the glare, just it keeps hitting off the reflection. Went for about $5,000 in 2015. This was the flagship. Under this you have the JS9000 and so forth. This TV is curved. It only came in curved. Not a real big curvature, but there's enough depth there for you to get that immersive experience. And did use a One Connect box, so you got a proprietary connection going from that silver box to the TV, and then all the HDMI ports are on that. So I got the Series X connected to it. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. And then its new controller. So I'm gonna get this turned on so we can look at some of the video options and settings and see what we've got going on here. All right, so immediately TV is met with the 1080p 60 hertz or 60 frame per second output. Gonna have to go through the console settings to get this adjusted, and that's what I'll do. All right, so again, I wanna just touch base on my point for this video is really just to show you that you don't have to get like the absolute best TV to enjoy your brand new console. Later I'll be touching more on doing a review of the console, talking about my pros and cons. It didn't take me long to figure out the things I like and don't like about it, but we're going to be talking about the connection here. So the TV is running at 1080p right now. Going to take it to the settings. So we can TV and display option. We're at 1080p resolution now. So we have the option to go to 720p, 1080p, which we're at, and then 4K, UHD, or ultra high definition. This is my first time connecting it to this TV. All right, so 4K details, right? So a couple of different things here we see. TV resolution, my TV supports 4K at 60 hertz. TV does not support 4K at 120 hertz. You have to have a TV that has HDMI 2.1 in order for you to get 4K at 120 hertz. You also need to have games that are optimized and made to play in 4K at 120 hertz. That's why this video is important, okay? Because this was a flagship TV I bought in 2015. Most games are not going to run at 120 hertz. Most games are not even going to run at 60 hertz. That's what you got to keep that in mind, right? There's still a lot of titles. Red Dead Redemption, even though it was enhanced, better graphics, still runs at 30 frames per second. Playing games, your TV doesn't support 120 hertz. Games won't play at 120 frames. Hertz being the refresh rate, frames being the output of the graphics card. TV does support HDR10 for gaming, so high dynamic range, playing games like Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, taking it back a couple years, right? HDR, you're going to get best colors. You're going to get enhanced contrast. This particular TV is 1,000 nits of brightness. It was the first TV to have that much brightness. Your TV doesn't support Dolby Vision. Again, older technology. Dolby Vision didn't exist when this TV came out, so couldn't have that. Your TV doesn't support Dolby Vision for 4K gaming at 120 hertz. If you watched my unboxing towards the end, I showed you my 2021 77-inch LG C1. It didn't also support Dolby Vision. It's the only TV along with the G1 in the world right now, as of this recording, as of you seeing this, that supports that. I had to force an update for that TV to do it, but it's the only TV in the world that can do it right now, which is why when I did my TV's buyer guide, I didn't want to talk about the LG G1 C1 because I knew that those were the absolute pinnacle of TV as of 2021. So with movies, when we're taking a look at the movies, it supports 4K 10-bit, excuse me, supports 10-bit 50 hertz, 60 hertz, supports HDR10, doesn't support Dolby Vision. Capturing does support 4K, supports HDR. So pretty much the majority run of the mill of things that you're gonna be looking for, you're gonna have. We got 4K, we got HDR10, we got HDR, right? 24 hertz being like Blu-ray content, whatnot, 50 hertz, something if we were like in the UK. Another thing we don't have on this older TV, we don't have the auto low latency mode. We don't have the VVR, so the VRR, we don't have the variable refresh rate technology. There's no FreeSync in this. There's no G-Sync in this. G-Sync would be for a PC that has an NVIDIA card. FreeSync would be for this console or an AMD graphics card. So you don't have those either. This particular TV, however, does have really, really low input latency for a TV standard. It's somewhere around 25, 24 milliseconds, somewhere around there. So playing fighting games, I can remember playing Street Fighter on this thing, like was able to execute a lot of tough combos that might not have been possible if it had higher input lag. I will put a link to this particular model from the ratings website. That company does an amazing job. They're unbiased. They buy their own TVs. They rate their TVs. I personally don't have to go there for the information, but I know it would be good for other people to be able to see. What you can do based off you seeing this video, looking in the description and seeing what that company has to say about this TV, is make an educated decision on what kind of TV that you feel like you need to get for yourself. You don't necessarily have to buy a TV that has the HDMI 2.1 to get the best out of the console. And the reason that I'm making this video is because I've heard from several people that don't understand. They've just been told by somebody that doesn't understand that, man, you got to get this in order to get the maximized value out of it. When you plug your Xbox One up to a TV that has HDMI 2.1, it's not going to take it to the next level. It's not going to make it this new console that you heard about from CNET or some junk like that, right? When you look at the box and you see 4K at 120 hertz, every game's not going to be designed to run that. My cat's trying to scratch my son. So that's all I got. If you guys got any comments, leave them down below. If you got any questions, if you need me to review anything, if you need me to show you what some gameplay looks like on this BA TV from 6 years ago, I could certainly do that. But make sure that you just make educated decisions and consult with somebody that you trust, somebody that knows what they're talking about. I'll get with you guys next time. Max love.